Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to LaSalle College High School. It's the site of a non-league matchup as this 2023-2024 basketball season gets going, and what a year it's going to be here on Bob Long Sports. We're bringing you now inside our broadcast booth. Look at this team here. Danny Rovey and Alex Shevchuk with us, two LaSalle College High School students interested in the broadcasting space, and two guys that know this team really well. Danny, I'll start with you really quickly. A new coach. Bit of a different feel here in the program, off to a 3-1 start, and now a nice opportunity against an up-and-coming Interact team in Episcopal Academy.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Bob, last game, LaSalle routed the Firebirds of Holy Ghost Prep at home. That was a 19-point win from the O.B. O'Brien court, and right now they're looking to extend on that with a key win over Episcopal here.
And now, Alex, to you here, your thoughts on this particular season as we get going, and about 3 weeks until Catholic League play. A lot to learn here in the meantime.
Yeah, basically LaSalle has been playing pretty well in their last couple games. Like Danny said, they beat Ghost, had a tough loss to Saliceum, but they want to play this tough Episcopal team, which will give them a good lead.
Yeah, looking forward to this one here as we look inside that huddle for Episcopal Academy. None other than Taylor Wright. Jay Wright's son is the head coach of Episcopal Academy and a guy who played 3 sports here at Episcopal, had a standout baseball career at Brown, and now has returned to coach his alma mater. Pretty cool situation there. And on the other end, Ryan Ansell, head coach of LaSalle. He's done an excellent job after coming over from Swarthmore as a longtime assistant. So the stage is set, 2 programs on the way up. And it's live here on Bob Long Sports. We'll now take you to Chris Carabello and the national anthem. And as always at these home basketball games, that national anthem delivered by the LaSalle Pep Band, pre-recorded. Do an excellent job, best in the area. Now we're going to meet the starters here today, Episcopal Academy wearing the blue. And on the center of your screen right now, a good team returning after a tough year, 10-15 in the Interact last year, but Bollier, number 1, the senior, coming back here and looking to lead this team out of the backcourt. Matt McCarthy, new to the class. He's going to reclassify, and he was a transfer coming in this year. By the way, Timmy Dennis, he's a sophomore, does a great job for this program, gives him a little bit of length there as well in the front court. And here's your 2-time first-team All-Interact player, Kevin McCarthy, averaged 18 points per contest and 6 rebounds last year. And Calvin Cerati, the senior, a little bit of beef inside as he does a nice job. He'll move folks around and get to where he needs to around the block. Now we'll meet the LaSalle Explorers, dressed in white here today. How about the job that Liam Hawley has done stepping into the point guard role for this team in the first month of the season? And Lucas Hudak, he's next. He can knock the 3 down, space it out wide, really good defender. And Grayson McHugh continuing to work his way into basketball shape from playing football as a star defensive end. He's going to be a star inside for this LaSalle team, and there's your pure scorer. Nick Parisi can knock it down from anywhere. His range is the parking lot. And then Joe Shields, the veteran of this group, coming back after injury last year. He's going to be a key to this team having success this season.
Yeah, and these starting fives definitely look very similar just in terms of size. Also, in terms of being mirror matched, last season, like you said, Bob, the Churchmen went 10-15 overall, 1-9 in the Interac. LaSalle also had a very similar season last year, 9-13, 2-11 in the PCL. So both of these schools just trying to bounce back off of some tough years.
The 4 o'clock tip. Limited attendance here today. A couple of students. Good to see them over there.
Well, on exam week, I'm sure that students are always ready to get home and just hit the books and
Yep.
get right to the next exam.
Get me out of here. Well, I hopefully you guys are done real soon. What, another couple of days? And
Yeah,
then
Tuesday is the last scheduled day. So it'll stop Friday. We'll have the weekend as a little break, and then Monday and Tuesday, and that'll be over.
good hands there in the passing lane. All the way to the hoop, laid in by Kevin McCarthy. LaSalle will push the basketball over the course of the year under this new Ryan Ansell system. If they can beat you down the floor, they'll do that. Parisi glides in, couldn't hit it, and Shields knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, tough lay right there from Parisi. Couldn't get it to fall, and then we saw Shields just knock that one out of bounds, looking for the offensive rebound.
Yeah, it's good action there coming off that ball screen and getting to the hole. Just couldn't finish. Back to live action. Good ball screen. And Bollier got inside and drew the foul, attacking the outside hip of Grayson McHugh.
So LaSalle finds themselves here with an early foul, and Bollier here underneath the basket. We're going to find some space there from McCarthy.
Off that
Spot
ball
on.
screen. He knocks it down, and it's 5-0 Episcopal Academy.
Yeah, and that's what makes McCarthy so good right there. He was a two-time first-team All-Interact selection. Last year averaged 18.2, 6, and 1.
And on the other end there, Cerati staying tough against Grayson McHugh. Corner three, that one is in and out.
Oh, wow, hustle play right there. Calvin Cerati picked off.
Contact. And what are they going to call? Certainly going to be a tough charge call. I think that's going to be the right one. There's the block. And one.
Nice patience by Parisi to wait for the defender to get right in front of him to get that and one.
Well, so LaSalle now gets that 50-50 ball and beats the opposition down the floor. Parisi unabashed in getting to the rim.
Yeah, exactly, and that's a play we see a lot from a player like Parisi. He's not really afraid of contact right there. He'll go up with a lot of force.
And off the offensive carry for McHugh. LaSalle back into the offensive set. Episcopal comes out man-to-man defensively. Shields, he can knock that down and does. Tied at 5. All on one possession for LaSalle.
Yeah, Shields right there saying, guard up. I'm a big fella, but I can shoot threes right there. LaSalle tying this one up at 5 apiece.
Off the ball screen, good job by Parisi to work through it defensively. LaSalle comes out man-to-man. McCarthy, it's a tough matchup for Hudak. Strong defender on the ball. Dribble drive, and they gave it away. Hudak taken down by Bollier. And slow to get up. That's excellent defense there, Alex, by that LaSalle team. And first off, Hudak staying down. Second one, McHugh able to keep his feet on the floor and force Bollier to make a tough decision.
Yeah, great defense by Hudak. They had the size advantage there for McCarthy, but Hudak just stood his place and just stayed concrete.
Double high ball screen there for Hawley. Shields, he'll try it again. Tapped out and into the hands of Nick Parisi. Got to a really good spot.
Yeah, a nice offensive rebound there by Grayson McHugh, using that 6'8" frame there to kick that ball back out to Parisi with the bank finish.
And it's going to be LaSalle basketball.
Parisi Parisi played the gap really well there, got his hand right on the ball.
Really nicely done. One quick thing, you see how this is at the bottom left now? Give us a little bit more room on this side to get to the corner. McHugh, good catch there at the elbow, and they'll reset. The floater is no good, and Episcopal Academy will come the other way with it, no numbers. And LaSalle's going to coerce yet another steal. Active hands.
Yeah, and a good look there from Hudak. You had the corner three open just off the front end there. Could not connect.
LaSalle manning up. Drive to the hole. Got all the way to the 10, and good defense there to contest without fouling by Nick Parisi. Grayson McHugh goes one-on-one and able to reset. Good defense there by Zarate. And there you go, the big man with some skill.
Yeah, you may need to guard up the other big man here for the LaSalle Explorers there. Grayson McHugh sinking that one. A high bank shot.
.340 to go. LaSalle with a 4-point lead, and the double comes inside. That's good team defense there. We'll get another look at this one because, again, Episcopal Academy gets the mismatch that they want. There's Hawley inside, and so crash three, give him some help. It is going to be a foul against Joe Shields, but it prevents the easy bucket.
Yeah, Shields got a little bit of contact right there, but by all means, that's a good foul there for the Explorers, able to reset defensively.
And Parisi called for a late one. I think it's the right call. Matt McCarthy is getting into the lane. We'll get one more look here. Yep, got him on the wrist.
Yeah, without question, a fair call to make. It looked like he had the right read, though, at least with the pick.
But a giveaway. Here comes LaSalle, and they got numbers. Shields, too strong off the window with the left hand. And a timeout called by Taylor Wright. They want to get this back on the rails here as LaSalle's done a really nice job coercing turnovers, running at will. That was a pretty good look for Shields that just didn't go. This portion of today's contest brought to you by the Great American Pub with 3 locations, including Phoenixville and Conshohocken. The Hampshire family does an awesome job supporting the school, supporting us, allowing us to continue to do what we're doing here at Bob Long Sports, including Chuck's son, who did an unbelievable job playing multiple sports here at LaSalle. So it's great to see the Hampshires wanting to stay involved, promoting what we're doing, and we want to promote them. So check them out by going in person. It's maybe a little cold for the rooftop deck, though I know they got some heaters going on. That was the go-to throughout the fall. And maybe a cozy booth is the way to go. That's the Great American Pub. And 3 locations near you. Jim McLaughlin, Carrie Guerin Boyle of the Carrie Guerin Boyle team at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Fox and Roach Realtors. They are true professionals, and they're our favorite realtors in the LaSalle network. They can help you buy or sell your home. Boy, if you're a FOMC fan or a fan of the interest rate market, yesterday was a godsend in terms of the expectation of rates being cut as many as 3 times in 2024. So maybe a time to get back into the market. Go check them out. Contact information below. Back to live action, and Episcopal Academy again puts it on the floor. Grayson McHugh is there. It's a held ball situation, and this defense has been smothering so far.
Yeah, nice work by Grayson McHugh, just getting on the floor and stretching his arms out to force that jump ball.
Run off the ball screen there, and Hudak, physical contact there defensively, able to dispossess. Liam Hawley gets to the hole and runs over the Episcopal Academy defender. That's Kevin McCarthy We'll get another look. Hawley does a good job to coerce the steal. Got those 2 feet set outside what would have been the restricted area. Good call.
Yeah, exactly. And McCarthy right there just showcasing that seniority once again. I mean, that's what happens when you have a leader like him. He's able to recognize that play and then get in a position to take that charge.
A little bit less than 3 minutes to go here in this first quarter. McCarthy, that's a deep 3. Great save in there. McCarthy gets it back. Got to a much better spot, and it's 9-7. Well, it's been a game of 50-50 balls here, Alex. One of the few that LaSalle has not won, and it leads to an easy bucket for Episcopal.
Yeah, as you saw right there, McCarthy just picked the ball up and got to that little hook shot. You know, you don't want to have the ball in his hands too much. He is a very dangerous scorer, also committed to Army West Point. And I saw him play a couple times during the AAU season for Philly Revolution. Had a dangerous backcourt with Josh Reed of Wood.
Jump stop. The other McCarthy, Matt, got to a good spot. Here's Langston Foster. And now the dribble drive from McCarthy. Open 3. Foster, that's well long. He's the transfer from Lower Merion, making his way into the Interact this year. Hawley from the top of the key. Parisi so strong getting to the hole. I think a good no call there as he got to the hoop.
Yeah, and perhaps it was Cerati right there that was able to kind of divert him a little bit from the basket. Obviously, it's a huge frame. It's hard to concentrate.
That's excellent offense and a really good look for Cerati, but he couldn't finish. Now Parisi beats them down the floor.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to see from a guy like Parisi right there. We know how explosive he is, and he kind of uses that acceleration to get to the hoop.
Good look from McCarthy. And yet another offensive rebound tapped by Cerati, and once again it leads to a 3. That's 5 points off of offensive rebounds in the last 3 possessions.
Episcopal only within 1, 45 seconds remaining here in the first. Obviously no shot clock here. No need to hurry.
Joe Shields matched up one-on-one. And it's going to be LaSalle basketball. You can kind of see what Episcopal was looking to do there. But Reggie King, the sophomore, that was a fastball when a soft toss could have done.
Absolutely. But still LaSalle here with ample time to get another score off. Bring this thing to 2 scores here for the end of the first.
Not only ample time, but I think they try to coerce the last shot, maybe even slow down the offense a bit, Danny.
Yep.
And you think worst case, you go into this first quarter recess with a 1-point lead. First action for Preston Washington, by the way, number 15. In the earlier game we called, scored 15 third quarter points and just had a huge impact. Washington lines it up and got it for 3.
Yeah, you don't want to let Preston Washington shoot those 3 balls. He's a pretty good shooter.
And how about that finish with a flourish for this LaSalle Explorer team. They lead 14-10 against Episcopal Academy. And Danny, I think you highlighted the point in the open where you had 2 teams didn't have the years that they wanted. Also 2 teams with 2 brand new head coaches and teams that, from some of these guys and the way they're playing, I think both teams are playing at a higher level than they did last year. And you're seeing some good things from both ends.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, just like LaSalle, Episcopal did not graduate too many seniors last year. Only 2 guys left the program. Obviously, we know LaSalle is also a very young program as well this year. Only 3 active seniors currently on this team. So both of these teams for the years to come are building.
This portion of today's game is brought to you by CJO Design and Construction. It's a landscape contract firm. They can also help you with projects in and around the house. They can put a little addition on your home. They can put one of those awnings on there to accompany a hardscaped deck or patio that they can do for you. Chad Ormond runs this organization, and they do a great job. They can help you and your family do that project around the house that you've been thinking about for a long, long time. You'd be supporting a wonderful steward of the LaSalle community, and you'd be supporting one of our sponsors. You'd be supporting somebody who keeps broadcasts like this free and keeps us out and on the road. So we appreciate them. Visit them at cjodesignandconstruction.com. LaSalle in white, Episcopal Academy in the navy blue, and it's 14-10 LaSalle leads. Hayes Altamare checks in for the first time. He's going to look to set a high ball screen, which Hawley feigns trying to go left. Parisi, now they get the switch, and King is on him. Liam Hawley loses the footing. Good kick out. Shields avoids that double team. Altamare, great back cut, and Joe Shields couldn't quite handle it. They keep the offense running, though, as Hawley, everything but the finish. Really good footwork.
Yeah, although you didn't result in a score, still a great possession for LaSalle right there. How about that ball movement right there? And even when it didn't go their way, they were able to hustle and get that ball before it went out of bounds.
Washington, no, the tip also won't go, and a nice job by King. He's the first one back, and he's fouled by Preston Washington.
Yeah, well, the jump stop looked good, but it looked so good, but it didn't fool the Episcopal defense there. King coming down with that one and drawing the foul.
It's a physical contest here, guys.
Definitely. Definitely.
They're getting after it.
Yeah, and LaSalle always tends to open up with a few Interact schools to start the year before PCL play begins and before their away tournament begins. So, you know, it's just so important that they get out to a great start earlier in the year, and you know, with that comes a lot of physicality.
Alex, I love this here from Episcopal Academy. They get the size advantage and, yeah, maybe even a little elbow thrown there, but forcing Hawley to match the physicality of Matt McCarthy.
Yeah, Matt McCarthy tried to get that seal off so they can get a little bounce pass straight to the hand so we can get it over that size advantage. But Hawley played too aggressive and had the foul.
Dribble drive. There's McCarthy, and this time he beats Liam Hawley off the dribble. It's down to 2.
Yeah, how about the vertical abilities there from McCarthy? Got up. Thought he would throw that one down.
And Washington a little bit ahead of himself. He traveled. And again, Matt McCarthy. This is as physical as we've seen him. He came out of that first quarter break with a mission. Been the best player on the floor the last minute and a half. Here's Kevin McCarthy. Hayes Altamare, body for body with him. And way short, good contest by Altamare defensively. Parisi got all the way to the 10 and an elite finish.
Yeah, how about that from Parisi? But then look at Joey Shields. He signaled him to come over. He saw the space with the cut. And once Parisi took that open space, it was a free basket.
McCarthy. There's an open 3 from the wing that's good. Timmy Dennis, the sophomore. And on that one, they put Grayson McHugh in a high ball situation, forced him to make a decision. The pick and pop by Dennis. Down to 1 point this game. It's been tight the whole contest, and Episcopal had another answer.
Yeah, and Timmy Dennis, definitely a very smooth jumper right there, as we can see. It looked good as soon as it left his fingertips.
Washington looking to go baseline. Shields. Episcopal turning the screws defensively. No good from Shields. A valiant effort, but well defended. And again by King. McCarthy can't leave him there if you're Washington, and he pays for it. I know you're trying to get back to who you're trying to defend, but Shields a little bit out of the play. Washington's got a switch there, and it leads to an open 3 for McCarthy.
Yeah, McCarthy off the hezzy and the dribble is just so lethal right there, especially in the corner. You got to have a hand in the face at all times.
Parisi now wants to go one-on-one. Inside they go. Grayson McHugh off that shoulder, and it was almost down. But Episcopal, they're going to take that look all day long, turn it over the left shoulder with nobody rebounding and a man in his face going inch for inch. Not one of the higher percentage looks LaSalle has had here today. Hard to imagine no call yet, but a giveaway. Parisi goes Euro step. Loose ball's on the floor, and it's touched out of bounds by Episcopal Academy. And here's another look, and it looks like a couple of these guys might be a little tired.
Yeah, exactly. And you can see Parisi ahead of everybody there, hitting the Euro step. Guess the passport got denied, though. No trip to Europe right there. That ball will remain LaSalle, however.
Washington, good job to keep that foot down. Grayson McHugh gets all the way to the hole. Maybe a travel before he put the ball down, but after that, that's a big-time physical move.
Yeah, one could argue, too, that ball, that was a gather step used by McHugh there in the paint, but
you could argue that.
A great way to use that,
Yeah.
That physical nature that he has.
It's
so
great
important.
to see. And you know what? He's going to need it, Danny, in the Catholic League with some of the guys he's going to be playing against. But that's a confident move.
Yeah, and establishing that matchup, confidence is something that's, like you said, Bob, it's so important. We know the bigs in the PCL are of a different breed here.
Really good out-of-bounds play there. Maybe Taylor Wright's father, one of the great baseline out-of-bounds play callers there, had something to do with that one. Really nicely done. There's an open three for Liam Hawley, who gives LaSalle the lead.
Yeah, Hawley there cashing in from downtown, and LaSalle regains this lead with one.
Cerati, boy, that ended up in the right spot at the right time. And LaSalle can't come up with it. After the offensive rebound, Bollier, Joey O'Brien does a nice job defensively, and Episcopal does the right thing to reset. Hayes Altamare and Kevin McCarthy. Wow, a deep three. It's good. A little something to say to that LaSalle student section as well. Coming down the floor, Timmy Dennis, his second tray.
Yeah, Dennis cashing in right there, and you gotta love a little extracurricular after the three-pointer. The LaSalle students there, many of which are on the football team, are dying laughing after that one.
And Joey O'Brien, I think, touched it last as it finds its way out of bounds. McCarthy, it's a good job by McHugh there, but it creates an open look. That's saved inbounds. It'll be tossed into the backcourt. I don't know how long this will take us back here. It opens the three there, but again, you'll take that three, even though Foster, a pretty prolific shooter, over the alternative, which was going to be Kevin McCarthy coming off that ball screen. He's so good. Catch and shoot off the ball screen. Inside they go, Zarate, no. Joey O'Brien. Physical inside, comes up with the carom. Hawley now. Grayson McHugh with a foot on the line.
Yeah, McHugh right there. Another shot from a little bit deeper than we're used to him seeing shoot from.
I'm telling you, if he can do that with any consistency whatsoever, that is going to be a problem in the Catholic League or anywhere else for that matter.
I mean, bigs who can shoot are just the future of basketball here, and that's how you separate yourself in a league like the Philadelphia Catholic League.
Well, this guy can certainly shoot. If you didn't know it already, you've seen it through the first half of this one. Timmy Dennis, his third triple of the half. LaSalle trails by 3, 44 seconds left. Do they hold for one or do they run the offense? Remember, this all without Nick Parisi. That one's no good for Grayson McHugh, 30 seconds left. Of note, by the way, not one foul in this quarter for Episcopal Academy. We've moved to a new system here at the college level, more similar, beg your pardon, the high school level. No longer like the college level, but more like the NBA. The death of 1-and-1s, and that with 7 seconds left puts Episcopal Academy up 5. Hawley, great look for Altamare, it's good.
Altamare at the buzzer right there. A 2-point game now. Getting the Explorers back on track going into the half.
Great look here, Alex, at this one.
Yeah, nice job by Hawley. Get into that short, push into the corner and kind of get in a seal-off so we can throw it back to Altamare just for the 3 from deep.
Really, really nice play. We talked a little bit about Taylor Wright being Jay's son on the other side of the floor, but a little bit of Archie Diacono to Chris Jenkins feel on that one in the final 8 seconds of the quarter. Really good basketball game going on here.
It all comes back to Villanova, Bob.
Always, always. All right, it's halftime here at LaSalle College High School. We appreciate everybody joining us here today. Bob Long, Danny Rovey, Alex Shevchuk, and we got our buddy Brady Joyce on the camera for us here today. Thrilled that everybody could be with us on a 4 p.m. tip here at LaSalle High School. Stay with us, folks. We'll be right back.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue. Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
When your car needs repairs and you can't wait, Meineke can help. With life's crazy schedule between work and family, you'll love Meineke's same-day service. Call today and Meineke will get your car in today. For new brakes, exhaust repairs, or your check engine light comes on, trust Meineke to do the job right. And families have been coming to Meineke for years because Meineke works on any make or model vehicle. Same-day service, value, and trust. Meineke, doing car care right.
Be a part of the biggest live events. The must-see matches.
He scored!
The game day celebrations. Experience live sports and entertainment the way they're meant to be seen. With Joe Hand Promotions, the global leader of live entertainment for bars, restaurants, and cinemas. Create unforgettable moments that fans won't want to miss. Keep the food and drinks flowing with watch parties that will bring customers in the door and expand dwell time. And watch as these visitors turn into loyal customers with exclusive content relationships with the nation's largest sports and entertainment providers. In over 10,000 bars, restaurants, and cinemas across America, and customizable packages for every type of venue. Make your business the place for the next must-see event. Because if fans can't make it to the stadium or arena, your venue is the next best place.
What does this win mean?
Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage, dedicated to getting it done.
My name is William Ryan, and I'm attending Boston College next year. Salle obviously academically is so strong, and that prepares me for college, prepares me for the next 4 years at Boston College. But furthermore, I think the community here at LaSalle and the experiences that they provide will allow me to thrive at Boston College next year. The college counseling office here at LaSalle prepared me for the college application process through just one-on-one interviews with my college counselor, and also just having the door open here, and whenever I had any questions, there were so many resources for me to use and for me to be able to fill out the application to the best of my ability. Obviously we have the Choose Your Path motto, but I like to say it's more of a Blaze Your Path motto. On the basketball team, LaSalle gave me an awesome opportunity to help the team in ways that I wouldn't have expected otherwise by putting together scouting reports and stuff like that. And that's what LaSalle offers. It offers every kid to kind of take the initiative and go forth and do what they want, but do it in an individualistic way.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue. Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish.
All right, folks, welcome back here. Third quarter action getting underway on Bob Long Sports. Brady Joyce on camera, Danny Rovey and Alex Shevchuk. The analysts here today, I'm Bob Long. Episcopal Academy comes out in the navy blue and LaSalle in the home whites. Episcopal Academy took a 5-point lead, which I think matched their largest lead, with about 8 seconds to go in the first half. A 3 by Hayes Altamare right at the horn, cut it to 2. And LaSalle gets the basketball back after a defensive stand.
Yeah, Cerati there from point-blank range. Couldn't hit it. LaSalle now with a chance to tie this one up.
Grayson McHugh couldn't get it on the bank job. And Joey Shields, nickel dimer there on the offensive rebound attempt. First foul of the second half. That's Joey Shields' second.
Yeah, well, McHugh made a couple early in the first half there. So you can see letting that one fly, definitely some confidence from the big fella. You do love to see it.
LaSalle comes out with a different look defensively, and that could have been a double dribble there by Dennis, who gets it back. Had an excellent first half, and he'll shoot 2. Nick Parisi came down with the hand. We'll get one more look at this one. LaSalle's second team foul of the half.
Yeah, and Parisi was visibly shocked with that call. Doesn't look like he made contact. At least on the replay.
Got that hand in the cookie jar, though.
That'll be enough to call it.
Dennis really having quite a day. Impressive length. Four-point lead for Episcopal Academy. They got their best one-on-one defender on ball, guarding Nick Parisi, does Episcopal. That's Matt McCarthy guarding him and not helping on any ball screens. He's like, nope, that's the guy I got to cover. Grayson McHugh comes over top to get the basketball. Euro step and has to reset. Really tough shot, and he got it. Nick Parisi.
Nice crossover, get that little piece of space, but that's enough for Nick Parisi. Gets the shot off.
Yeah, and heavily contested right there. An acrobatic shot, but he sinks it. Undisputed.
You're right, Danny. Cannot argue with the defense of Matt McCarthy. Aggressive drive, Cerati, no. The follow will go. Guess who? Timmy Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis has been all over the floor today. Like you said, 3 threes in the first half and now on the board for the second.
Parisi now. Tough shot. Really good defense again by McCarthy. Impressed with him on the ball. Parisi able to get back into the play. Dennis. Open three. And on one hop, there's Hudak. Nobody picks up Nick Parisi. Steps into it. McHugh on the follow, all in one motion.
Yeah, McHugh right there, a beautiful putback, and that's something he does so well. It's so easy for him to get up, get really close to the rim and put that one up all while in air.
I am impressed by Grayson McHugh, his first time playing varsity basketball. Tough shot, McCarthy with the answer. There's high-level basketball going on here today.
Yeah, that's Kevin McCarthy for you right there. Last year, 64 three-pointers. I'm sure a lot more to come this season.
Liam Hawley, Joey Shields, that's well long. Maybe a bit of a settle. Haven't said that much about this LaSalle team here today. Zarate creating space. Did that work ahead of time, and McHugh had very little chance by the time he received the ball inside. Six-point lead for Episcopal Academy. It's been a game of runs thus far.
Ooh.
And Dennis is called for the personal. Team's first foul on Episcopal Academy since the first quarter, beg your pardon.
Yeah, that is one thing about this Churchman team is that they're a very disciplined squad. You know, they play the game physically, but they do it, you know, in a very, you know, traditionally disciplined way. Wow. Nick Parisi, some acrobatics right there from Parisi. A tough buck, but a good one there for LaSalle.
I looked over to Taylor Wright to see what his reaction would have been there, and they palms to the ground like, we're okay. That's good defense. We can live with that. They really like looks like that don't go. Grayson McHugh, it's a jump ball. Great call from the officials. Even better play from Grayson McHugh.
Yeah, absolutely there. And look at the timing. Just comes right up with him. Puts the hand up at the perfect time. No contact with the hand. That's exactly how it's done right there. Textbook play.
He's done a very good job being a presence in the paint, defensively and offensively.
I just about promise you that both of these teams are going to win more games in their respective league this year than they did last year. Hawley, that's a great offensive set. Little down screen allows him to get to the hole. Overplay by Episcopal Academy. It's a 2-point game. Can't give him that one. Good shooter from the corner, Reggie King.
Yeah, Reggie King right there, a fluid jump shot there, and from the corner with nobody around, you may as well count that one.
Parisi for three. And they got an offensive rebound, Will Bear. Hudak, short. No numbers here for Episcopal Academy, but they'll quickly get into the set. McCarthy wanted the shot. Mismatch inside. Can they get it to Kevin McCarthy? They sure can. Challenging shot. Big time.
I mean, Kevin McCarthy right there, using that 6'3" height to his advantage, we can see leaping up high for the three-point J. Another one falling.
A little bit of energy from that Episcopal Academy bench as they force the timeout from the LaSalle bench. Largest lead of the contest here in the third quarter.
Yeah, you know, the Churchmen really getting out to a lead here. They're using a lot of their players' heights to their advantage. They're creating open space on the floor, taking the right shots at the right times, just capitalizing on all the lapses in the LaSalle defense.
This portion of today's game brought to you by E&M Insurance in North Wales. Full-service property and casualty insurance firm. They are an independent agent, meaning that they work with a highly selective group of folks in the insurance industry that have proven their worth over the years. You can visit them online at eandminsurance.com. Give them a call. You can follow them on Facebook as well. We want to thank our buddy Chris Marr, who's done a great job for many of his clients over the years. Give him a call. Take 15 minutes, and he'll be able to tell you about your policy, how he can do it better. And it doesn't hurt to do that. We appreciate their sponsorship of what we're doing here at Bob Long Sports. Feels like a big moment in this game. Game of runs. LaSalle's been able to bring it back to about even take a couple-point lead at times. But Episcopal Academy with their largest lead, can they pull away here? McHugh sits on the bench, and Will Bear spares him just a few minutes. But this is an important 2 minutes here as Joe Shields hangs and hits.
Yeah, exactly. And LaSalle needed some big momentum right there from Shields. Alex, take it away.
Yeah, nice balance by Joe Shields. Stayed on 2 feet and had that little fade shot. Looked pretty pro to me.
And they're going to wave off. That looked to me like he might have been gathering to go into the shot, but it'll be a baseline out-of-bounds play. McCarthy, how quick is that step to the baseline?
I mean, Alex, talk about pro moves right there. McCarthy, you can see a little hesitation inside off the glass right there. Doesn't get much better than that.
Between him and Timmy Dennis, they have been pacing this Episcopal Academy team.
I mean, just 2 game breakers to watch out for in the interact. There's no other way around it.
Bear got to a great spot. Look at that footwork, and then tried to go up and under. A left-handed finish would have done him a lot of good. He is clobbered by Will Bear. And Tyler Bollier, the senior, will shoot 2 at the line. Another look, a nice job in transition. Find the body contact. Ironically enough, you kind of look at those last 2 plays. Bear on the offensive end sort of avoids the body contact. Bollier seeks it out, and it was Bear that committed the foul.
Yeah, exactly. And looking out for that type of contact is so important. You know, he was able to recognize the fact that, hey, listen, if I get a chance to go to the line here, I'll have a great chance of making both shots rather than, you know, seeing if I can take a left-handed, off-handed layup. Just a good heads-up play. Salle down 9 here. Well under a minute to go. Preston with the ball up top of the key.
Parisi couldn't get it over the front rim. There's Joey Shields, and it's just ripped out of his hands. 30 seconds left. Parisi got to the hoop there. Really good defense by Episcopal Academy and just made it tough for him to get it over that front rim high enough up on the glass.
Yeah, Preston tightly guarding McCarthy here. Only 7 seconds remain. He's got to do something with it soon.
Nice communication on that pick-and-roll defense through Shields and Preston Washington there.
It's a big foul as well. Not just Washington's 3rd, but into the bonus here for this quarter. 5 team fouls per quarter. That's the litmus test at which, the point at which the opposition goes to the line. There are no more front ends of the 1-and-1, and certainly not the 1 plus the bonus. So, with 12 seconds to go, 1 more coming for Matt McCarthy.
Yeah, you know, Preston Washington, obviously we know he's such a great physical player. He's a great build. And he was able to, you know, guard McCarthy tightly in that backcourt. But, you know, when you have that size, it's just sometimes so hard to not draw those blocking fouls.
Preston Washington got inside. Good look for McHugh. Down to 1 second, he's not going to get it off. A good defensive stand by Episcopal Academy, and they have their largest lead Heading into the fourth quarter, it's 47-37 here from LaSalle High School. This portion of today's game is brought to you by Next Play Basketball. It's an AAU basketball organization here in the Philadelphia area. They do a great job with teams from 3rd grade through 12th grade, boys and girls, with great coaches, clinics, individual instruction, tryouts throughout the year, and opportunities to play at the AAU level. If you're looking to, maybe you're in junior high and you're looking to find a way to make your high school basketball team in a couple of years, or you're a high school player looking to play at the next level and augment what you're already doing with your high school, you're going to want to reach out to Next Play Basketball. It's a true family-run environment, and it's the really good side of what you see in AAU basketball. We appreciate their sponsorship of us here on Bob Long Sports. Then we want to tell you again about CJO Design and Construction. It's a landscape contractor that does work all across the Philadelphia area. Everything from cutting lawns, trimming those hedges, to doing a full-scale backyard project. They can put in a deck or a hardscaped patio for you as well. We appreciate their sponsorship, and Chad Ormond, all he does for the football program and for us here on Bob Long Sports. Visit them at cjodesignandconstruction.com. All right, so starting the fourth quarter here, Episcopal Academy leads by 11 and has the basketball to get things started, dressed in the navy blue.
Yeah, and LaSalle definitely needs to go on a run here, down 10 at the start of this fourth quarter. You know, Syracuse played Georgetown last weekend, and a little Syracuse reference here from Coach Red Autry. He said, you know, they're going to go on a run, but so are we. It's a definite thing. Basketball is a game of runs here, and LaSalle is in need of one right now.
Meanwhile, Kevin McCarthy slowed things down. Dennis at the top of the key. Zarate. Dennis was blocked. They're going to get it back, and they can reset here. There's no reason to rush, but they do rush, and it causes a turnover.
Oh, I mean, I almost had to get my my basketball cap on right there. If that ball came over to us, I was ready to catch it.
That's right. I'm sure you're that way at Phillies games as well. You know, the section over, if that ball takes a big hop, you know, it could get all the way to me. Got to be ready. Washington got to a good spot but couldn't hit it. All kinds of numbers there on the offensive glass for Episcopal.
Yeah, it looked like a late release almost from Washington there off the jumper. Hard to get that one to fall.
Couple of first-year head coaches going at it. Both guys were affiliated with their programs last year in an assistant role. Parisi, much needed.
Yeah, big from Parisi right there. LaSalle now cutting off that double-digit lead within 7 points. Over 6 minutes remaining.
Open three. It's great offense, and it's rewarded by cashing in.
Yeah, and Preston Washington there arguing that he stepped out before the pass was made, but nevertheless a great three there from Episcopal, reestablishing that double-digit lead.
Preston Washington carving up that Episcopal defense. Grayson McHugh on the finish.
Way to get open by Preston Washington, rejecting that screen and having those goggles on and finding McHugh on the block.
Yeah, and LaSalle letting their presence be known from the full court and half court on the defensive side. That pressure's huge right now at this stage in the game.
Matt McCarthy, great look. Zarate is blocked by Joe Shields. Shields on the floor first. Extra pass for Dennis. And a rare one that won't fall from him.
Yeah, just when you thought Episcopal couldn't buy a miss right there, LaSalle, that's a huge, huge thing to take away. Looking to capitalize off this.
Parisi wants the basketball, and they're clearing it out. He's got Timmy Dennis against him. Spins in the lane. What a finish. Down to 6.
LaSalle in a 1-2-2 press, getting more aggressive now.
Knocked out of bounds by Preston Washington. Timeout called by Episcopal. We got a good one coming down the stretch. 4:50 to play. And Episcopal hanging on to a 6-point lead. Let's tell you one more time about our good friends at E&M Insurance in North Wales. They do a great job for their clients, a property and casualty firm. Maybe you are someone in the LaSalle community or the Episcopal community with a youthful age driver. Well, give them a call and see how they can improve your coverage and save you money. You're going to want to visit them at eandminsurance.com. They've been servicing the Delaware Valley and their insurance needs since 1998, built on the principles of providing superior customer service and quality insurance solutions for their customers. Thanks to Chris Marr, class of 1989. He's also the father of Brendan from 2018 and Ryan from 2020. We appreciate their support of us here at Bob Long Sports. So what does Taylor Wright draw up out of the timeout? That's a good thing to draw up. Kevin McCarthy, bang.
McCarthy, just a absolutely lethal player there. Off the dribble, top of the key. How could you say no to that?
Parisi off the glass, forces his way in and draws contact. One more look, maybe a hop step there. Right at the top of the key, but then got that defender in the air. McCarthy, and then a swipe down, his second. Team's first here in the fourth quarter. Every day we're doing this, Danny. I miss our buddy Brendan Olimpo doing statistics because I get a sense that it is McCarthy and Parisi just duking it out as high scorers here today. They've been carrying their squads. Timmy Dennis, he's probably got in the mid to high teens as well.
100%. Yeah, between McCarthy and Dennis, I mean, the Churchmen have been led by those two players. I mean, without them, I think it would be safe to say they wouldn't be in this game.
And they get it across the timeline. And not a good pass. Very fortunate to get that one back. Now Washington comes the other way. Doesn't have numbers and is fouled from behind. Second team foul here in the quarter. Now these important possessions, they become more and more essential here, Alex. Down 7, 4:09 to go. It's a lot of ball game. But you got to make sure you're getting a good look every time here.
Yeah, Preston Washington did a good job playing that gap, got the steal, and then Langston Foster got him right behind with the reach. But that's what LaSalle wants. 4 minutes left of this game, and they can play through set game. That's a lot of time for them.
Bollier is fouled by Grayson McHugh. He doesn't like the call, but he certainly wasn't in legal guarding position, and Bollier just is going to attack that outside hip. It's a really nice job.
Yeah, no, you can see McHugh kind of moving right there with the contact. That's definitely the right call to make, but an unfortunate one for the Explorers here with under 4 minutes to go. Can't afford to get called.
Joey O'Brien against Kevin McCarthy. I like this defensive matchup. Super athletic O'Brien, one of the star cornerbacks and wide receivers on this LaSalle football team. Now Matt McCarthy, that's a big time move, and he's fouled by Grayson McHugh. The hesitation move, faked out McHugh. He's really athletic, Dan. He got right back into the play, but certainly wasn't in legal guarding position and fouled McCarthy.
Yeah, absolutely not. You could definitely sense that level of contact right there. And once again, really impressed with the IQ I've seen from Matt McCarthy. He goes up there, with the intention that he's going to draw that contact and see if he can get a shot off in the process. And at least in this point in the game, if you're Episcopal, the easiest way to extend this lead is by getting sent to the line there. High percentage looks from the charity stripe. So important.
2 for 2, 9-point lead. Ooh, Dangerous position there for Preston Washington. Dribbled into trouble. And now let's see if Episcopal forces LaSalle to come out. Just 2 team fouls against both sides here in the fourth quarter. Matt McCarthy. Kevin McCarthy. Bang! Largest lead of the day.
I mean, Kevin McCarthy, how does he miss? I mean, there is just no way that ball is going anywhere but the cup.
That's right. How does he miss? When he does, when he decides to, I'll tell you. Until that point.
Crazy.
It's a good look inside. 1-on-1, and McHugh went to work. He was nudged by the big man inside, Calvin Zarate. You know, that's interesting there, where that's Episcopal basically telling you, hey, we're fine with Zarate 1-on-1. We just don't want these guys to beat us from the outside. Time and score tells you a little bit about that, right? Down 12. Make Grayson McHugh now go to the line and knock down 2. He missed the first.
Yeah, exactly. I think another big priority here for the Churchmen is being able to, like you said, Bob, kind of lock down that perimeter there and, you know, get the ball out of Parisi's hands, get him away from shooting threes, limit the amount of points that can be scored, and maybe send someone with a lower efficiency from the line to the line, you know, like a big man.
Good double there by LaSalle, and Taylor Wright does the right thing there. Called a timeout. Possession's so important at this point. A 12-point contest, and they're in control of this game. Alex, the only way they wouldn't be in control or won't be in control is if they start turning the basketball over. So a good call there from the bench. Tell you quickly one more time about our friends at the Great American Pub. Hey, listen, it's getting towards the end of the contest. You might be wondering what you're doing for dinner tonight or where you're going to go grab a bite with your friends, and that's going to be the place. Great American Pub, 3 locations in the area, thanks to the Hampshire family who've been connected with LaSalle for so long and are supporting our broadcasts here this year. Keeping it free, keeping us on the road, and keeping us covering Philadelphia Catholic League basketball. And gosh, as things turned out over the next couple of weeks, a lot of Interact basketball as well, as LaSalle will play Malvern. This is a great game here against Episcopal Academy. Good coaches in the Interact, specifically those 2 teams. Taylor Wright doing a great job at the helm. Paul Romanchik, longtime Philadelphia basketball legend. He's coaching Malvern Prep. And that's a really good Malvern Prep team coming off an Interact title last year. Their leading scorer and their leader scored 1,000 points, got over the 1,000-point mark just a day or 2 ago. Also, folks, if you're watching this here and you like high school basketball, be sure to follow our coverage on Saturday from the Diane Moscow Foundation Classic. Diane Moscow Foundation Shootout will take place at Archbishop Wood High School. 6 games over the span of the day, and it's just one of the best days of all in all of high school basketball here in Philadelphia, and they're going to call an offensive foul there. Liam Hawley. We'll get another look, and you can make the call at home as to whether that defender got into legal guarding position there. Deeks one way. I think that's a tough one. I mean, he sort of took it in the chest, but he's sliding pretty good, and I didn't think was in that legal guarding position.
No, definitely a tough call to make, but with, 1 minute and 30 seconds, I don't think any other thought will be given to it. Salle just looking for ways to chip away at that 12-point lead. Little time remaining here on the scoreboard.
And there's a foul. It'll send it the other way. That'll send Matt McCarthy to the line, and we talked about it over the course of the contest. It's a good transfer for this team to come in, reclassify. Langston Foster is a Lower Marion transfer. There was talk about him reclassifying as well. Timmy Dennis, just a sophomore. You look at this lineup here. McCarthy, Matt McCarthy, that is a junior. Langston Foster, a junior. Timmy Dennis, a sophomore. McCarthy will graduate. He's a senior. Zarate will also graduate. He's a senior. But key contributors here that will play in the Interact for 2 and even 3 years here.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that this is something that we better get used to for the seasons to come. As you know, I grew up with Episcopal being a powerhouse in the Philadelphia area. Some great players have went through Episcopal. They're known to be one of the best basketball schools historically in the region. And the past couple of years definitely slipped off a little bit from that legacy, but they're right back on like they never left. And I think for the next seasons to come, we can look to see this this group build a lot.
Discussion here at the scorers table, and best I could overhear, it was about how many timeouts remain for Episcopal Academy. I believe that's the discussion. Now that that's adjudicated, it's a 13-point lead for Episcopal. Parisi, tough shot. Hudak comes in and cleans it up. Timeout from that LaSalle bench with 1:09 to go.
Yeah, nice buck from Hudak right there. And LaSalle just looking to figure out any other ways they can take away at this lead bit by bit. Maybe steal a couple balls away, possession-wise, but once again, it always is a tall order. Down this much with this little to go.
Walk you through that schedule, by the way, for the Diane Moscow Foundation Shootout, and all those games can be found exclusively on Bob Long Sports. First one at noon. They're not just guiding us in with a warm handshake. That's going to be a heck of a ball game. St. Joe's Prep against a very good Coatesville team. And then at 1:30, by the way, aggressive, 90 minutes from start to start. We'll see. We'll see if we stay on time. But John Moscow and Sue O'Neill, they run a tight ship over there. At 1:30, Ben Salem is going to take on Westchester Ruston. Pretty solid Ben Salem team this year. Then one of those big ones, Imhotep against Reading. That will be a ton of fun.
Thoroughly
Two reigning
excited.
state champs. 4:30, Newman Goretti. They will take on, they'll take on a really solid Springford team. And then at 6 o'clock, a rematch of a game that was decided on a buzzer beater last year. Central York against Father Judge. Central York better, Father Judge better. So that'll be a heck of a contest. And then the nightcap, the home team always closes it out. Salesianum, the reigning Delaware State champs against Archbishop Wood. Parisi fouls, and 16 fouls, so 2 shots the rest of the way for Episcopal.
Southbound authority to Parisi, that is his 3rd team.
Langston Foster hits the first. This will be a team that will be exciting to follow all year long. Interact extremely talented this year. I would say deeper than it normally is. Penn Charter is revamped and ready to go. Episcopal Academy clearly much better. Malvern Prep looking to continue to live at the top of the Interact. That'll be fun.
Definitely. I mean, the area this year especially is just so rich in basketball talent. Like you said, Bob, I'm a huge fan of watching the Interact basketball play. And, you know, it always screams in South basketball when you open up the season at home with a couple Interact teams before you get into PCL play.
That's right.
That's how you know winter is coming, if you will.
Yes. 43 seconds to go. And LaSalle will continue to foul this one out. Matt McCarthy to the line for 2. Player of the game today, no doubt about it, Kevin McCarthy, the 2-time first-team All-Interact player. Averaged 18 points per contest last year. Well, that average is going up based upon today's performance.
Yeah, exactly. Between both McCarthys as well as Timmy Dennis, just, I mean, putting on a showcase today, to say the least, at LaSalle. So tough to do that, you know, away from your home court, you know, pretty far away from your home court as well, you know, cross leagues. So to come in here on, you know, a Thursday at 4 p.m. and do what they did is just really commendable. They play a great brand of basketball, no doubt about it.
And on LaSalle's side, it's going to be a tough loss here today. It's going to be in the mid-double digits, you know, 15-point deficit right now. But you have a team playing really hard, getting to the offensive glass, playing a good brand of defense. It's going to be a challenge against the talented Catholic League, but it's a team that's, I think, more prepared and ready to steal a couple of games, look to get to the playoffs this year. And they'll learn from this one. It's going to be a 63-48 defeat to Episcopal Academy.
Yeah, exactly. And really nothing to hang your heads about, you know, if you're LaSalle here. You know, obviously we know Episcopal is a well-coached, a well-playing basketball team, as is LaSalle. Wasn't their night. You know, they had some shots that just couldn't necessarily fall. You know, definitely some calls didn't go their way according to some of the players. So, you know, for LaSalle, you still have a lot of positives to take away from a matchup like this. You know, heading into your next games, you know, where you're playing schools from the Suburban 1 League, you're playing other Interact schools such as Malvern Prep. You're also going to Wildwood too in about a week and a half. You know, taking on some great talent in Wildwood there. So, you know, for LaSalle, before they open up with more PCL play, just important that they really get their reps in now. And, you know, even if these tough losses will ensue, you know, at least they're really doing a good job with what they have now. So, Alex, do you have any takeaways before Bob? All right, we'll let Bob take it away.
We're here with Kevin McCarthy, who had just a tremendous contest here today. Congrats on a great effort. What went well out there for you?
My shot was falling early. I was trying to stay aggressive, but my teammates got me in positions where I could get open looks, and I just capitalized.
Really good-looking team this year. A couple of new additions for you. What are the goals in the Interact for you this season?
I mean, first off, win the Interact, obviously. I think we got the pieces this year to do that. The new transfers and the way we're improving each and every day at practice.
Well, congrats on a good win, and good luck the rest of the way. We'll be watching.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Kevin McCarthy, our guest, and we'll grab Taylor Wright if we can here. Taylor, congratulations on the win here today. First off, how's it feel being a head coach in the Interact?
It's a blessing and a curse, man. It's a lot of fun. We got a lot of great kids, but this league is tough. There's a lot of talent, a lot of great coaches. You know, we're blessed to be a part of it and excited for the competition ahead.
And coming back home, you've been associated with the program a couple of years, of course. You were a three-star sport guy while you were at school. What's it like to represent the program in this way?
It's awesome, man. We're so like, we have a great community at Episcopal, a lot of support in our athletics program. You know, and we have awesome kids to work with, just an awesome community to be, and you know, like I said, really blessed to be a part of it.
Those two guys, Dennis and then McCarthy, who we just talked to, those guys were unbelievable from beyond the arc. McCarthy everywhere. What do those two guys bring from a matchup standpoint?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're fantastic players. That can do a lot of things. You know, we talk to them all the time about you're not just shooters, you're not just scorers, you're basketball players. And they do a great job of that, mixing it up defensively, getting in the post, scoring on the perimeter. You know, so I'm really excited to keep working with them and seeing what else they can do.
Well, congrats on the win, and thanks for spending a few minutes with us here.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Taylor Wright, our guest. Enjoy the rest of the season.
Thank you, man.
Danny and Alex, back to you guys.
Well, Alex, do you have any takeaways right there before we close this one out?
Yeah, just for both teams. You know, Interact, Episcopal, it was a good win for them. They'll go on to their season, play in the Interact, play tough matchups like Malvern Prep and the SEH and GA, all great schools, but they want to be at the top of the Interact and just show them that they're really a good team here. As for LaSalle, you know, bounce back, They have another game against Hatboro Horsham in the upcoming week, and like Danny said, they'll be going to Wildwood, and they can show why they're really a good team, and they can just prove themselves.
Yeah, exactly. So for LaSalle, definitely important they can get back on track this this break with some great practices, some key wins, and then before we know it, we will begin league play, which I'm sure we are all ecstatic for here. So that will take it away. Episcopal Academy wins in great fashion here from the O.B. O'Brien Court. We'll see you next time. We'll see you on Saturday from the Diane Moscow Classic. On behalf of Bob Long and Bob Long Sports, my name's Danny Rovey. Joined alongside me is also Alex Shevchuk, Brady Joyce on the camera. Thank you so much for what you do as well, and we'll see you next time.